Rowing 1 into the sternum. Set yourself up by sitting on the carriage with your legs extended and the ankles and feet between the shoulder rests, resting on the headrest. If your legs are too wide, then you can cross one foot over on top of the other. Just make sure if you do this halfway through the exercise, when you're at the middle part of your reps, swap the feet over just to make sure that you even up. You're on a light spring setting and you have about a hand width space between the back of your pelvis and the edge of the carriage. Have your hands in straps and your fists facing each other right in front of the sternum with the elbows wide and the arms in a slight circular shape. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, tilt the pubic bone towards the belly button as you create a C shape with the spine and start to roll back into the edge of the carriage. Maintaining the C shape, hold it at the end point, and then without moving the carriage, reach the arms out to a wide V or a T, and as you do so, turn the hands back until the palms are facing the footbar. Now you will move the carriage as you press the arms behind the body until the fists of the hands are reaching towards the footbar and the palms are facing up towards the ceiling. As you take the arms up further to the ceiling, it will allow for your nose to reach down towards your knees in a deep flex position of the spine. Once you're down in your head as far as you can go and your arms are reaching up as high as you can to the ceiling, circumnavigate your arms up and over as you turn your hands around as if you're swimming the butterfly in the swimming pool until your hands are reaching over towards the feet. As you come back up into a seated position from that deep spinal C curve, you'll bend your elbows to bring your fists back in front of the sternum. Some things to consider. You want to use your breath throughout the movement, so that exhale as you go back is going to help you connect with those deep abdominals, and only go back to the point that you are maintaining a C shape in the spine, so don't let the back flatten out. That's when you know that you're at the point when you want to start to extend the elbows wide to a wide V or towards a T, depending on how far down you've gone and the flexibility in your body. It's normal as you take your arms up and over in that butterfly arm shape to reach your fingers over the toes, that you will possibly lose tension on the straps depending on the setup on your reformer. That's absolutely fine, but as you bring the arms back to the beginning where your fists are facing each other and the elbows are wide in front of your sternum and you stack the spine up, you will regain the tension in the straps. And if that is so, as you go through that sequence, I want you to be very mindful to keep the sequence very smooth no matter where you are in it and regardless of whether or not you do have tension in the straps. Now, if you watch the video carefully, there are points in where the bed is moving, but then there's also points in where the bed is staying steady. So the bed will move as you roll into that initial deep flexion when you still have your hands in front of the sternum. But when you start to extend your arms out to a wide V and turn your palms backwards, the bed stays still. The bed still stays steady as you start to reach your arms behind you and your head comes over towards your knees into that deep spinal flexion. Once you're in that position, the bed will then start to move once you start to press the arms up towards the ceiling and circumnavigate the arms around towards the feet. It's really important that you work on that sequence. So I do want you to watch the video carefully and recognize when the moments are that the carriage needs to stay stationary and when the carriage is moving.